Jim Laird here from Laird Strength and Conditioning. If you haven't figured this out already, most of the clients that come to you, even though they probably won't admit it, you'll have to pull this out of them, is that they just want to look good and feel good. So what's the key to that? The key to looking good and feeling good is, one, building good movement patterns and then loading those patterns. If you load dysfunction, you're just going to lead to more dysfunction, and most people are going to, that's why most people quit. They end up loading dysfunction, they end up with pain, they end up getting burned out. But the most overlooked thing, I think, in the fitness industry is the concept of what I got from Paul Chek called working in. If people are not taking care of themselves, most people that come to us have tried multiple boot camps, they've done classes all over town, and they haven't gotten any results. And the number one reason why is they don't take taking care of themselves seriously enough. And you know, they're working long hours, they've got family, and then they add more stress to their life by working out, even though they might not be that active. But we found that most of the people are doing Zumba classes or spinning classes or that sort of thing. So getting people to dial that kind of stuff back, focusing more on strength training, walking every day, meditation, eating real food, pulling out like a lot of the processed foods, and getting back to just eating real food, find is the key for long-term success. Because you can wear people out with exercise, and some people are going to get results that way. But a year or 2 or 3 down the road, if they're not sleeping, if they're not eating well, if they're not resting, if they're not walking daily, they're just going to burn out, and they'll end up bouncing back and going back the other direction. So the main thing is, you know, obviously, you know, you work with smart group training, so you've got the good movement stuff down. Now the number one emphasis we talk with people is the biggest thing when they come in with me is looking at their lifestyle. And if their lifestyle isn't in order, we fix that stuff first before we let them exercise. Because, you know, if you're not recovering from your training, if you're not getting your sleep, all you're doing is just adding more stress to somebody who's already cooked or burned out. So usually we hand out like a real food shopping list, and I send to a lot of people this article by Chris Kresser called The 9 Steps to Perfect Health. And he goes through food and sleep and rest and meditation and play and having friends, and all these things are kind of overlooked in our society today with Facebook and Twitter. And most people, like, when's the last time you went out with some friends and just had a good time? I mean, most people just get so caught up in their day-to-day grind that they just get absorbed in it. So that's something we send out to all our clientele. And then as time goes on, we do more investigation. We have a girl here, lady here, Emily Clark, who helps us with lifestyle and nutrition coaching. I would highly recommend that you get somebody in your gym that if someone needs more help, they can go to them. But you should be talking to your clients about rest and taking care of themselves at every single class.